Hello, everyone. It's Michael Jaco, and this is LifeWave X2O Light Infused Water Machine, which is now going to be available for all customers starting tonight at midnight and on July 9th. So everyone will be able to have access to this throughout all of the U.S. except for a few states where they're still, certifying the filtration system. But it is for me, it's been unbelievably phenomenal. I'm going to show you some issues that I had that this technology overcame, and you're going to be quite amazed. LifeWave X2O customer launch. It combines patented light infusion technology, hydrogen enrichment, and advanced filtration to transform everyday water into an elevated wellness experience. So for me, having been in the SEAL teams and traveling all over the world, I'm exposed to lots of crazy stuff. It seemed to be about 25 years ago when I started going to the Middle East pretty regularly with the CIA, where I was in remote locations and so forth, where I started experiencing some issues with my skin. So it's kind of like that C word that starts to, cause problems with the cells. So that started about 25 years ago. And so I was able to treat it over time. I had, different skin specialists that would, treat it and so forth. So I was able to, stay ahead of it for quite some time. I'd use this black goo that I put on it, and it would take away the bad cells and so forth. But it wasn't working. And this happened, interestingly, shortly after we had Hurricane Helene hit Florida. So it caused a lot of widespread damage. And I think it caused some other problems too, because my skin really started to erupt after Hurricane Helene. So let me give you some. So I had to go to the specialist because my dermatologist and the treatments that I was using were no longer working. So I went to a specialist, and these pictures are not pretty. So you might not want to watch. But you will see the transformation that happened once I started using the water machine. Right. So I want to show you each one of these, and I'm just going to breeze through them pretty quickly. Now, I went in, and they're like, I thought they were going to take one area off, and they went after a lot of different areas, and they went down to basically to where they thought that the last of those crazy cells were, and then it worked out. This was the one site that I went in to get fixed, and they went after all these other sites. So as you can see, not pretty, right? And I was pretty humbled, and I was pretty concerned. So this is the Alavita and X39. So I'm using those to heal up. This is several days after I got the first, test. So they were basically testing, going in and removing those angry cells, and they were testing them. So after they tested them, then I had to go to another specialist because they found a lot of angry cells in there, and they had to dig down and basically take out a lot more. So this is, the process that I went through over several day period. So here's where they went in. They had to go in deeper. And this was a very painful process, and cutting out, as you guys can see, stitched up in a lot of areas. And they would use CO2 basically to freeze off some of the other cells. So it was pretty traumatic there for a little bit. Now we moved from Florida to where we're at now in Nevada. And I think that was a good move to get away from whatever was going on there in Florida. So here's the stitching. Of course, I got the LifeWave patches on to help this heal up. But this was the only thing that I had. And it's the only thing that I've been using, the patches. The patches had worked really well as well. So I'm using the patches. This goes on for a little while, and we'll show another one. This was after a month. This one I'm going to show you here. No, that couldn't be in a month because I had all the stitches out after about several days. So this was a several day period, I guess. So let me see if I can find a one where it's got it all out. Nope, that's still there. So we're still in Florida. And so as you guys can see, it had stitches, and they took the stitches out. I saw another dermatologist here, and he like zapped me again with some more CO2s, like other angry areas, because it wasn't improving. It was really starting to accelerate all over my skin, on the my head. So the healing process really didn't start until the X2O machine came in, and here it is. I was so happy when this showed up. I was like, oh, I hope this is good. So I'm in a desperate straits here. I had lung issues. You guys might remember I was like starting to cough pretty good. I had a stomach problem. So everything was really starting to go bad for me. I don't know what happened in Florida with that hurricane, but it really, really hammered me. So yeah, it brought in a lot of toxins, obviously, or brought up a lot of toxins. But here we are. The X2O machine arrived. This is on August 15th. So I got my first surgery in June, the end of June. So we got here in July. So I'm here for a month and a half, and like I said, basically I'm getting scars. It's healing up, but these scars are like really keloided, and they're not looking so good. And then I started getting more areas that were angry areas that were starting to rise up. I was like, good God, So the water machine came, like I said, and I started using it. Within, I'd say, less than a month. So this picture right here is about a month later. So remember all of that trauma that was going on the top of my head, and it's quite a lot less. So you see there's still that keloided scarring that's going on there, some other areas. I'm still because I take the water machine. I travel quite a bit. I take the water machine with me very carefully. I treat it like a baby. They recommend you don't carry it, but I went on one trip for about 5 days, and everything started blowing up again. So I'm like, well, I gotta have this water, So I've been taking the water machine on several trips. I use it in hotels and so forth. It works really great. So it's amazing. It's amazing as far as what it's been doing for me. This is the most recent photo. There's still some work to be done here after a year. You guys can see from all of that trauma that was going on, there's still a couple spots that are left, and these are healing up very, very, very amazingly. The keloids are all gone. The scarring is almost, gone. So this is after just a year of using the water machine. Of course, I use the patches along with it. So really amazing technology. And I look forward to having you guys get this water machine, because it's going to be available for everybody starting, like I said, at midnight Central Standard Time. So great technology. In the description box is the, you can hit the links and go in and get that. And, the more people I think that use this, the better health all of us are going to get. For me, it was life-changing and maybe even saved my life because things were getting a little bit out of hand for me. All right, guys. Lots of love. Stay in the love vibration. And I hope for you guys get that X2O water machine. It's fantastic.